Put our pencils down. Thank you. So we're estimating differences. And so what does the word estimate mean? Yes?
It's an approximate answer, not
Okay.
exact. It's
I like that word. Approximate answer. What's another way to say that? Who can tell me another way to say that? Yes?
like close to the actual sum.
Okay, so it's close, but don't say some. It's close to the right answer. What's another way to say that, Vinny?
Guess.
It's a guess. Is it a guess? Kind of seems like,
You're just putting random numbers.
yeah, that you're doing. I'm going to say educated guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the word estimate is coming up with like an educated guess of what an answer is. What does the word differences mean? What are they asking you in math when they ask you to find what the difference is? Bella?
Subtract.
Subtract. And so make sure that when you see the word differences,
We're also different.
you know to subtract.
And differ.
And differ, yes. How do these words differ? That was one of the words on our test. We had that words on another paper. It asked how they differ. So what we're going to be doing, it's important to look at the directions here. And what I did was I took these numbers from your notebook, from your workbook problems, and I took problems down the side of your workbook. So if you write these neatly in your notebook, then you can go back and write the answers in your workbook. But I chose specific problems because the important part that we need to learn on this page is the greatest place of the least number. So the least is the smallest number in the math problem. And we're going to estimate both of those to the greatest place of the least number. Question?
So add in, like this,
Yes.
where that equal to sum. What
Yes.
does this thing for subtraction?
Good question. So I know it's called the difference. I don't know that. I will come up with that answer for you. I don't know. Good question. iPad away, please. All the way away. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at the first problems. The reason why I didn't do the first few problems with you is because they're all in the tens and the hundreds place. And we want to make sure we know how to estimate to the greatest place of the least number. So it's going to be important that you follow along with me. So the first one, what is 38 round to, or what is the estimate? We want to think about the closest number. Is it closer to 30 or is it closer to 40? Yes.
40.
It's closer to 40. So what number does 16 round to? Is it closer to 16? Is it closer to 10? Or is it closer to 20? Ava? 20. Very good. And so we're still using that rule. If the number next to the tens place is 5 or greater, the number goes up. If it's less than 5, the number stays the same. So what's 40 minus 20?
20.
Thank you. Yes, raising your hands. It's 20. So that's easy to do when they both have the same place value. Not as easy to do when they have different place values. So what I want you to do when you look at this number is I want you to underline the greatest place of the least number. Does everybody see which one it is? So my least number is 32,000 because 32,000 is in the 10,000s place and the other number is in the 100,000s place. So my least number is 32,000. What is that going to estimate to? Christopher? 30,000. So I'm going to write 30,000. When I look at this problem, I have to look to the number in my thousands place to determine what to round my number in the 10,000s place to. So JJ, what is the 3 going to estimate to?
I don't have that written down because I didn't get
Okay,
it.
it's on the board, honey. You don't have to write it down. You're just going to look at it. Ugh. So looking at this problem, what does that estimate that number to?
A 4.
A 4, very good. And so you could see that this number is greater than 5, so this goes up to a 4. So that number is 7, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's 740,000 minus 30,000. Now I'm gonna give you a few minutes to write that down. Did you have a question? Yes.
No, I have the answer.
Okay, give everybody a minute to write it down. Did you gonna ask the question?
Yeah, instead of like underlining it, can I like put a line like through?
You mean like a line this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Just be careful that you don't leave off that other number. Because a lot of times people will look here and they'll estimate that number and they'll forget that the first number had a number in the 100,000s place. All right, let me know when everybody, put your pencil down when you're done doing number 17 so I know which one you're doing. So the good thing is, we're doing these problems and these are the same problems that are in your math workbook, but I wanted to walk you through how to do them on the board and you can go back and write the answers in. So let's go ahead and do this one. Who has the answer to this one? Will, did you know the answer?
Yeah, it is 710,000.
Very good. 710,000 is correct. Because 740,000 minus 30,000 is 710,000. Okay, Natalie, would you like to try number 9? Natalie, what is the lowest place of my least number? Or I'm sorry, the greatest place of my least number?
6,000.
Okay, it's 6,000, my thousands place, and so I have to estimate both numbers to a 6,000, or to the thousands place. So what is this number gonna round to? I look to the number to the right. If it's 5 or greater, that goes up.
8,000.
Okay, so this is gonna be 468,000. Don't forget that the rest of those numbers become zeros. I've seen some people round that and then they put the rest of the numbers there. You don't have to do that, you're just gonna put zeros at the end.
And 6,000
It just rounds to 6,000, very good. And so I round to 6,000. And what is 468,000 minus 6,000? Landon?
46,000.
400.
462,000 and then zero.
Very good. 462,000. Did everybody get a chance to write that one down?
No.
Okay, take a few minutes and write that down. Vincent, do you have a question? Let's wait until everybody gets a chance to do these, okay? Because we're probably, let's jump back over here on this side. Give everybody a chance to write things down. So the important part here, you might want to take a highlighter and highlight the place of the least place of the greatest of the least number every problem, because that way it's going to make you not make a mistake when you're doing these problems. You're following the directions specifically when they say to estimate the difference, and it says up on the top in the directions that we're going to be estimating to the place of the greatest place of the least number. Sometimes it's just greatest place, so you gotta be careful. I like doing the greatest place better because I think it goes faster, but the directions are always really, really important because all math programs try to trick you and they try to give you different things to make sure that you have that bubblegum brain that we were talking about and the growth mindset, that you're not stuck and you can only do math one way, but that you can do math in lots of different ways. And so that's what I want you to be confident with doing. So I'm going to walk you through these and kind of practice a couple with you. Is everybody ready to go on to the next one?
No.
Okay. The next one is 27,801 minus 3,996. So I'm going to look to see what the greatest place of the least number is. And what is it, Matthew?
It's a 3.
It's the
a
3.
in the thousand place.
Good. It's the thousands place. See how important it is to know our place value?
Yep.
So important that we know our place value. So remember, I'm going to look to the number to the right both times. And so what's the bottom number going to be, Matthew?
The 3,000 is going to turn to the 4,000.
Good.
And the 7,801 is going to turn into 8,000.
And what else do I not want to forget?
You also don't want to forget to put the 2 in front of the 8.
Very good. And so my problem is 28,000 minus 4,000, and what's my answer?
24,000.
Very good, 24,000. So make sure you go back and remember your 10,000s place and bring that over. Do you wanna do the next one?
No, I can't see with the.
Okay, get up and move a little bit. Oh, and guess what? These problems are, JJ, are the same problems that are in your notebook. So if you wanna open up your math workbook, this is problem number 5. It's already written down for you. So the problem when you go to do your math workbook is there's not a lot of room on the workbook page. So I want you to do it on notebook paper. I would recommend using your notebook paper the way that I showed you the other day, which is going to be using it in this direction. So remember when I showed you the other day using your notebook this way? And line up your numbers inside the lines. So you can use your math composition book, you can use your whiteboard, or you can use a piece of notebook paper. I will walk around and give everybody notebook paper for the workbook page because I want to see your work. Yes?
I was gonna.
Okay, just wait. Just wait. Got a couple people still writing. Couple people still writing this one down. All right, Dance, we're not getting in there yet. I just wanted you to look in there to get, we'll get there in just a few minutes. We're not getting there yet, Matthew. All right, so the last problem we're gonna do together, JJ's gonna tackle for me. Are you ready, JJ?
Sure.
Okay, it's this one here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first thing I'm gonna do?
You're gonna find the biggest number and the greatest place of the least number,
Good.
and which would be in thousands. So odd number would around 5,000.
Okay, good. I'm not gonna have room there, am I? I'm gonna write it down here in the bottom. 5,000. Okay.
And then the top one's gonna round to a 7.
And what do I wanna not forget?
The 3 and the 5.
Very good, because that's important when you go to subtract.
And then, oh yeah. And then 7 minus 5 equals 2. And 5.
And what's your answer?
3,000, no. 300,052,000.
352,000.
352,000.
Very good, 352,000. So take a minute and write that down. I'm gonna come around and give everybody a piece of notebook paper. And we're gonna try to finish problems, the rest of the problems on 31. Notice that I did some of the problems with you. And then for your homework tonight, I want you to do it well instead of to do it fast. So for homework tonight, I want you to only do the even problems on the homework page, which is the back page. Okay? So you're only going to do the even problems. The even problems start with 2 and end in 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. That means you only have a certain amount of problems to do. You're only doing half of what you would normally do.
So only the back page?
Only half of the back page. Only the even problems. Yes, Christopher.
Were these the odd problems?
No, these are not. These are on the front page. The front page, you're going to finish all of them. Okay? All right, so I'm going to